Welcome back. You're in for a good time. Wheelhouse Detroit here. My friend Kelli coming in. Now we're talking about just, I guess, for the folks who are new to biking. I felt like an expert, but when I really think about it, it's probably been a hot 15 years since I've been on a bicycle.
So you brought in, like riding a bike.
Right. So I just got to slowly get back into it. But you brought in some things.
Just the basics.
Yeah, just the basics for people.
So number one, you know, you definitely want to start with a helmet.
Yes.
Don't even think about, not. And then I'd say the second most important thing is a lock.
Dina here.
Okay, putting the helmet on.
You're going to do a little bicycle ride in for us. See, now she's the picture of safety.
Absolutely.
Very good, very good.
I did tell Kel, I was not raised wearing bike helmets. We didn't have car seats, bike helmets.
Yeah.
None of it. We're just bouncing around everywhere.
Yep.
Pretty much the same here.
It's convincing everyone to wear a bike helmet is hard, even the kids and the grown-ups sometimes.
Got it. The more stubborn folks.
Yeah.
Yes. The hard-headed ones.
Well, they'll learn one way or another.
Right.
Okay, so what are these, Kelli?
Okay, so I'd say the second thing you want to buy once you get a new bike is a lock, because you don't want someone to steal it.
Sure.
And even if you're just running into the store for 5 minutes, that's as long as it takes. So it's worth it to spend some money and get a decent lock. And these ones both have actually warranties on them, so if someone did steal your bike, you can actually get some money towards your next one.
Okay. How much do those cost, Kelli?
For a decent lock, you're gonna start looking around $50.
Okay.
Woo!
Yep.
All right.
But think if you just spent $500, that's a $50 worth spending.
Yeah, it's another 50.
Yup.
Okay. What are we doing here?
Okay, and then I got a couple things. Once you're riding regularly, here's a little repair kit and here's a spare tube. You want to make sure you know what size your tire is and get the right tube and just keep it on you for an emergency situation.
Are you using these, Dina?
I do not have a repair kit or a spare tube.
I'm sure Keith has something.
I have a
right?
husband.
The husband's got, yeah.
Well,
he'll fix it.
Fix that, hopefully. But that is smart. Also, along some bike paths, there are little repair kits.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice.
It's little stopping stations.
Yep, down on the Riverwalk, there's several.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Wheelhouse Detroit and what exactly you guys do.
Sure. So we are a bicycle shop located on the Detroit Riverfront, and we do retail, service, and we also do rentals and tours. Being on the riverfront, it's great for visitors and locals that maybe don't have their own bike.
Yeah, and you said if the crowd wants to stop for a snack or two,
absolutely.
If we'll
give them a lock, so they can run in. Yeah,
and you
for
can
sure.
do that. We also just wanted to talk a little bit just about the everyday rules of the road when it comes to bicycles, because we have a lot of viewers who are riding and they're always tweeting us, telling what you. So just remind us what exactly we have to do.
I'd say there's 3 different scenarios. One would be on the Detroit Riverwalk, where it's a shared biking and walking path. In that case, I'd say pedestrians have the right of way.
Okay.
Bicycles should be courteous of people walking with strollers and their dogs or whatever.
Sure.
If you are in a road that has its own bike lane, ride in the bike lane. That seems very obvious, but sometimes things aren't obvious. But if you're riding in a road that doesn't have a bike lane, bikes are actually entitled to the rightmost lane of the road. So if you're coming up behind a cyclist and you cannot safely go around them, you should slow down and wait till you can safely go around them.
And I talked to you a little bit about my street, where you have the
shared,
road, but there is no sidewalk in some places. You said that's not really safe.
Right, that's not what we would call a complete street, because you're not providing a safe place for pedestrians.
And there is now more of an effort to make these streets safer for
all
everyone.
over Detroit, there's 200 miles of it now. Even 5 years ago, I would say less than a quarter of that. So it really is happening, not just in Detroit, but statewide.
We're getting ready to kick it inside for weather. We have Dina riding around.
I think she might ride away with it.
I know, she's doing great on that on that bicycle. But I also just wanted to ask you quickly just about the price of bikes. I mean, they seem to be sky high these days.
I think if you're going to buy what I would call a bike shop bike, one that Dina's riding, think of it as something you're going to have for the rest of your life.
Okay,
If you keep maintenance up on it, it will literally last you the rest of your life.
Good
All right,
stuff.
Elle, it's
Kelli,
your turn. Are you ready?
Oh yeah,
You gonna jump on?
I got next for sure.